Hello everyone. According to Canadian Mental Health, 1 in 5 people will suffer a mental health issue in their lifetime. That was 20%. So to put those numbers in a bit of perspective with statistics, let's use the audience. There's about 400 people here today. So that's 80 people that will have a mental illness in their lifetime. Doesn't sound like a big number to anyone, does it? Sound like a big number to you? Doesn't really in the large scheme of things. However, the numbers get scarier faster. Only 1 in 4 people with a mental illness will seek help. Meaning, out of those 80 people, 60 of them, 75%, will suffer in silence. They will not seek help. They will not look for help. Or they've sought help in the past and did not receive adequate help and don't see the point. So, why is this important? Among youth, the number 1 cause of death is suicide due to mental health issues. And that's not a good thing. It's our number 1 killer. So what can we do? What can you do as an individual? Well, it's pretty simple to be a supportive individual. Well, encourage people you know who are struggling with mental health to seek help. If at first they didn't find the right person, then try to find another one. Everybody looks at it differently, and sometimes it's just finding the right person who is for them. Or for you. Thank you. One of the big factors in mental health is the actual social and cultural stigmas that come through for other things that affect our mental health. Things like racism, Islamophobia, homophobia, biphobia, and transphobia all have huge effects. Gender discrimination issues, along with ableism. As a person with a disability living in a very ableist community, I can see this every day. But these factors play hugely on our mental health because it is degrading over time. 2/3 of LGBTQ youth state that they feel unsafe in their school. Well, where 2/3 of trans youth in a 2015 study admitted that they have participated in self-harm. To add to it, in the same study, 1/3 of the trans youth admitted to attempting suicide. Those are scary numbers. This plays huge. When we look at Aboriginal people being 5 to 6 times more likely to attempt or commit suicide, it's clear that racial factors and discrimination for any reason does play on a person. So I want you to think, do you discriminate against anybody or think it's because they're different, they're less? Is it worth it to voice that opinion, that it's to tell these people they're different when the cost can be so high? Can you imagine, just because of who you are, you feel unsafe to go in a public place like a school? Well, these factors affect everybody, and because we all can be different, and we all can be discriminated against. But we can all accept differences, and we can all be accepting. Hey, so we're gonna do a quick little talk about signs and symptoms of recognizing mental health issues and how to reach out to others. So a few symptoms you might notice is change in behavior, like a drop in grades and school performance, dropping out of extracurriculars, becoming distant and avoiding social obligations, lack of hygiene, lack of enthusiasm in general, and some of those things, it can be something as simple as one course I didn't do well on because I didn't do the subject well. Well, like that happens to all of us. We're not good at everything. But if it's consistent throughout everything and lasts, then it becomes a problem. So, once you've identified red flags of these being inconsistent behaviors, it's all about how you can help people. And that's where the challenge comes in. And one of the best things to ask or tell anyone is, are you okay? I'm worried about you. Because a lot of the times the isolation really plays on people, and it's important to not feel isolated. Knowing that there's someone there that supports you can be hugely beneficial. So, my ultimate pet peeve when it comes to mental health advice is people telling someone, oh, it'd be so great if you went out for a walk or hung out with friends or something. But if that's all you do, it's not helpful, because you have to be the force there, the positive reinforcement to motivate someone to do it. Right. Anyway, a lot of positive messages, ask concern, convey emotion of understanding, ask them how it's feeling, what they're going through, and avoid certain things like, oh, I've been through worse. It's, I've been through something similar, maybe I can help. It's never get over it. It's how can I help? The next really, really important fact, and this cannot be stressed enough, is we're not mental health professionals, and we need to know what our limits are and when professional help is needed. However, we also have to be able to try and convince them of this, and if we can't, seek help. Either looking online, contacting a help phone, and if we can't be there, call the local police station and ask for a check-in. This is a service they provide, right, that if you're worried about someone and you're worried they're going to harm themselves, you can call, they will go check on them, and they will let you know. And if something's bad, they will do what's needed. So I want to end off with talking about taking care of your own mental health. If you feel you need a counselor, but I'll start with self-care is highly important. Taking time for yourself to relax and re-evaluate things is one of the greatest things you can do. Step away for 5 minutes. Have a nap. Play with some Lego, play some music, go for a run, scream into a pillow. Do a hobby you enjoy. And just separate yourself for even a short time. It will help. However, if you need someone to talk to, I'm going to talk about 4 services that are available here in PEI. The first is really helpful for yourself, or if you have a friend that you're worried about and you don't know the services, is the Island Helpline. The Island Helpline is a service that you can call, and they will give you information on programs available and where you can go to talk or who you need to see. And it is a resource that is available at any time. It's a 1-800 number, so it is free to call. The next is Kids Help Phone, which is an entire network across Canada for people up to the age of 20. You can access phone or web counseling 24 hours a day, and it is completely confidential. If you don't really want to someone and want to find out more about resources, there is ementalhealth.ca, a Canadian directory of mental health services and resources. Okay, there. Specific search functions by region and service, and it's accessible to all Canadians seeking mental health services. And finally, guys, I know it's hard to talk about emotions. We're told not to, but it's the 21st century, guys. We're modern. We're modern, man. We gotta do it. But if not, it's not healthy. And this is Bro Talk. It's a phone and online counseling service that is completely confidential and anonymous. This is across Canada. It's for people who identify as male, ages 14 to 18. And it's just a wonderful service if you need some help and you just need someone to talk to, guys. I hope that these are informative and helpful. And if you do need someone to talk to, you consider reaching out to someone through these services. Thank you very much.